Hey guys, how you going? Trent here from Trent Baines PT. You guys can hear me now because I got one of these microphones that hopefully is working quite well. If not, then I'm just going to throw it in the bin. Whatever. All right, guys. So today I'm going to use my laptop just so that I can see what's going on. I can give you all the information. But today we're going to talk about carbohydrates, something that people are at the moment are a little bit afraid of, and they don't. And I think it's because they don't really quite understand how carbohydrates work and how they can really benefit you in terms of performance and like getting really lean and nice and shredded, and really allowing you to build a lot of muscle. Okay, so just quickly, we're going to go a little bit kind of scientific here. All right. So what is a carb? Basically, carb is a molecule comprised of carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen atoms, right? All those combined creates a carb, all right? Or like a sugar glucose molecule. What they do is that they help to control blood glucose, so blood sugar, and are involved in insulin metabolism, so insulin being used, all right? We've got two basic forms of carbohydrate, which is a simple carb or a complex carb. And a simple carb is one or two sugars in a molecule, and they allow for like the increase of blood sugar quite quickly. Okay. Complex carbohydrates are three or more sugars and allow an increase in blood sugar, but slowly. Right. It doesn't give a massive spike like what simples do, but a slow increase in blood sugar over time is what complex carbohydrates do. All right, so just a real quick one here too. When the body receives an excess of carbohydrates, they are stored in the liver and muscle tissues until it's needed. So we've got muscle glycogen and it's stored in the liver. And then when there's an over increase in carbohydrates, sometimes they'll be stored as fat as well. All right, so I've got a list of carbohydrates and stuff here for you guys to see. All right, so simple carbohydrates, one or two sugar molecules combined in a simple chemical structure. These carbohydrates are used to create a rapid rise in blood sugar and insulin levels, which is sugar, lollies, fruit juice, honey, and bananas as well. All right, we've got our complex carbohydrates, which are three sugar molecules or more bound together to create a chemical structure. The benefit of these is that they take longer to digest and have a slow effect, gradually increasing blood sugar over time. So we've got things like apples, broccoli, lentils, brown rice, all the stuff that I would consider not that fun. Bananas and lollies, fun. Anyway, and we've also got starches. So starches are complex carbs combined to create a larger glucose molecule. All right, so we've got potatoes, chickpeas, pasta, and wheat. That says wheat, that does not say whey. All right, and then you've got your fiber options as well. So fiber it's broken down into two different forms. So there's soluble and insoluble. All right, so we'll start off with insoluble first, which is the non-digestible part of the simple complex carbohydrate that allows for proper function of the digestive tract. Right, so that's basically cellulose and pectin and hemicellulose, I think it is. And it allows for to create a softer and bulkier poo by absorbing water in the intestine. It's good for the intestines, all right? So things like fruits, oats, broccoli, that sort of stuff is good for you. Oh, sorry. Bran, seeds, veggies, and brown rice is insoluble. I apologize. Ignore what I just said. All right, and then we've got our soluble fiber, which is fruits, oats, broccoli. Oh man, I've totally done this around the wrong way. Soluble fiber, examples are like fleshy fruit, oats, and dried beans and broccoli and stuff. And then you've got insoluble fiber, which is bran, seeds, veggies, brown rice, right? So soluble fiber helps with decreasing blood cholesterol levels and low LDL levels, which is low lipo something level lipids, something to do with fats, and reduces strain when pooping. Okay, helps to reduce strain when pooping. All right, guys. So the most important bit here with carbohydrates is when are they best used, okay? So for certain people, they're used interchange, well, they're used by, getting shredded and then also building muscle mass, all right? But when it comes to getting shredded, people think that you can build muscle and you can burn fat at the same time. Sometimes it's true, but also sometimes it's very not true, all right? So for people who want to build muscle, carbohydrates are essential, all right? So building muscle and energy creation, all right? And they're a good mix, and with a good mix of complex and simple, you're gonna get the best of both worlds, all right? So complex during the day, right? So we've got, we've got our veggies and our fruits and stuff during the day. And then we got a lot of our simple carbohydrates after workouts, so things like rices and bananas, like so our white rice, all right? And then to kind of round out the day and make it a little bit more achievable, instead of just smashing a lot of veggies in the morning and then a lot of veggies at night and then, putting your carbohydrates in just after a workout, it's probably best to mix both of those over the day. So a bit of veggies and a bit of carbs, it'll keep you fuller and it'll keep you it'll give you a lot more energy throughout the day. All right, so what I've written here is, depending on what you want from your body, you can manipulate carbohydrates to suit your goal. When you want to build muscle, a better use of complex carbohydrates and simple carbohydrates is needed. So including things like bananas, which a lot of simple sugar after a workout allows for sugars to get into your bloodstream quickly and get absorbed by the muscle faster than complex carbohydrates. So after a workout, we kind of want to steer a little bit further away from things like broccoli and all those sorts of veggies, because they only increase blood sugar slowly. We want something that's going to really spike our blood sugar up nice and quick, and with conjunction with a little bit of protein. So maybe something from like a whey protein shake or some eggs or something like that. You're going to get a really big spike, and then we're going to be building muscle nice and quick. All right. Then the remainder of your meals include a mixture of both to really allow your body to be in a prime position to build quality muscle throughout the whole day. This is also in conjunction with a calorie surplus diet, right? So we want to make sure that we're in more of a calorie surplus to build muscle, and a good way to get into a calorie surplus is to increase your carbohydrates. Okay. So how to manipulate for greater fat loss, all right? Use higher fiber carbs and more complex carbs throughout the whole day, all right? So we don't want to be using our simple carbs pretty much at all during the day, okay? Simple carbs are only to be used before and after workouts, all right? So we're going to use a little bit beforehand to kind of fuel us through the workout, and then a little bit after, so that we can stabilize our blood sugar levels and start making sure that we're not breaking down any muscle at all after we're not going, what they say is catabolic, where your body tries to eat the muscle away for energy. So we want to use those carbs to create, to spare some muscle, all right? What I've written here is, when wanting to lean down, a more complex carb approach should be used, right? Things like veggies, higher fiber foods will keep you fuller for longer and steer you away from eating foods high in simple sugars. But that does not mean that you can't eat simple carbs. So simple carbs are going to be used only before and after a workout. I wrote after here for some reason. Every other meal should try to just use veggies to bulk you up and kind of make you feel fuller for longer and make you satiated. On off days, try to eat as little carbs as possible, right? And train nice and heavy on your training days, all right? So when I say eat as little carbs as possible, I mean simple carbohydrates. Try not to eat too much rice and pastas and stuff like that. Include some cardio on either training days or off days, and 100% you'll smash it, okay? But remember, from all my other videos, you gotta make sure that your metabolism is at a prime spot for you to be able to manipulate these carbohydrates. It's not gonna be easy for you to just drop all the carbohydrates and drop weight. That's not how it really works. All of this, or when they're best used for muscle building and fat loss, is all when your metabolism is at a perfect spot for you to be able to do this. So we want to be nice and high, where we're not gaining any weight and our performance is really great in the gym. We're feeling energetic every day. And then we're going to be able to manipulate our carbs to be able to get lean and shredded and look really good. All right. Hopefully, guys, this is actually giving you a great way, a great understanding of how carbohydrates work and what you should be either avoiding or using in your diet. All right. But if you have any questions, remember just to ask me. I'm more than happy to answer anything that you've got. And hopefully, we'll see you soon. All right. Champagnes PT. Ooh, see you later. Bye.